Good afternoon and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Limba Mupatami. Let's have a look at today's sport pages. Tura Magic reflects on COSAFA experience, just some of the stories to expect on page 1. And of course, the second page of Sport Rep includes the column as well as the MTC away draw, which was conducted last week. Page 3, you can expect to catch a feature on SEM, and that of course is a Paralympic guide as well as a story on Arsene Wenger. Now on page 4, you can expect to read an article on the Paralympic Games which have concluded over the weekend. And of course on the back page of Sports Today we have Christine Boma, who won gold at the Diamond League on Friday, as well as Julius Indongo, who faltered in Tanzania. Now getting into today's sports action. Now the Capricorn Eagles senior ladies cricket team will depart tomorrow for Botswana for the 2020 T20 World Cup Africa qualifiers that will start on Thursday at the Botswana Cricket Association Ovals. Now, Namibia will compete in Group B against Cameroon, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and Uganda, while Group A will consist of Botswana, Eswatini, Botswana, Mozambique, that is Rwanda, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe. Now, the tournament will be played in an under-20 over format with 2 groups of 6 and 5 round-robin action, that is. The top 2 teams from each group will qualify for the semi-finals. The winner of the tournament will then qualify for the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Global Qualifier. Now, Tura Magic Sports Club expressed satisfaction with the way the players performed at the just concluded COSAFA Women's Championships League in South Africa. The chairperson of the club, that is Isaac Kamata, thanked the organizers for granting them the opportunity to be part of history. 7 teams competed in the championships, with Mamelodi Sundowns ladies winning the championship. The organizers have indicated that it will be compulsory for all member countries to participate as from next year. Now, there was also netball action over the weekend, and Netball Namibia Vice President Rebecca Tswakos expressed excitement with the return of local netball activities over the weekend, saying that although players showed some signs of rustiness due to prolonged inactivity, the return of the league was not short of action. Now, results of the weekend games are available in Sport Rep for today. That, of course, you can catch in today's Namibian Sun, the Republican, as well as the AZ newspaper. Now, on page 3, I wrote a feature on Paralympic guide Sam Shimanda, who described Ananias Shikongo as the yin to his yang. Now, Shimanda has been guiding Shikongo since 2013. The two have been inseparable since. They train together, they share jokes together, and on many occasions, sharing meals as well. Now, Shimanda is a 400-meter athlete, and he narrated that Shikongo is very easy to get along with. He said that the athlete is the joker of the group, and he's always cracking everyone up. Now, just in detail, do read that story in today's Sport Rep. Also, Team Namibia is expected to return on Wednesday from Japan. That's where they were competing in the Paralympic Games, which just ended. Now, the draw for the Namibia Football Association MTC Away Cup was conducted on Thursday in Windhoek, and with standout features likely to produce fireworks. Now, Tura Magic and Civics were drawn against each other, as were Young Brazilians and Black Africa. The tournament is sponsored to the tune of 4.5 million annually by MTC for the next 3 years, and that totals to about $13.5 million. Now, the other exciting matchup was the Coastal Derby between Blue Waters, who will come up against lower division side Western Spurs, also from Wolfish Bay. The matches will take place during the weekend of the 18th and 19th, with venues and fixtures expected to be announced this week. All the teams were presented with playing gear as part of the sponsorship agreement. The winners will pocket $500,000, while the runner-ups will get $250,000. Third and fourth place teams will get $150,000 and $100,000 respectively. Now moving onwards to boxing news. On Friday, former unified light welterweight world champion Julius Blue Machine Indongo lost to Tanzania's Hassan Mwakenyo via a fourth round technical knockout in the third edition of the Rumble in Dar boxing tournament in Tanzania. The two boxers met in the Africa Boxing Union Super Welterweight title in Dar es Salaam, with referee John Chaku stopping the fight in the fourth round as Mwakenyo piled on the pressure, with the Namibian seemingly unable to defend himself from a barrage of shots from his opponent in the fourth round. However, most of those shots seemed to be missing the target, hence Indongo seemingly dismayed by the decision from the referee who stopped the fight. Indongo's trainer and promoter Emmanuel Moses said it was a fight where promoters seemed to influence judges or referees to play dirty. Indongo now has a record of 23 wins, 4 defeats, all of them via knockout. Now on the winning side of things, in a tantalizing Wonder Diamond League race on Friday night, Namibian sprint sensation Christine Boma bagged gold in a time of 21.84 seconds in the 200 meters in front of 28,000 spectators. That, of course, was in Brussels, Belgium. Now, Boma ran a remarkable race to claim her first ever Wonder Diamond League gold. Railing behind in second place was Shericka Jackson of Jamaica in 21.95 seconds, while Great Britain's Dina Asher Smith settled for bronze, clocking 22.04 seconds. The fourth place went to Sharika Richardson of America, who clocked 22.45 seconds. Now, Boma's compatriot Beatrice Maselingi ended the race in fifth place, running 24.22 seconds. In her post-race interview with international media, Boma said that to be able to win in such a strong field is great. Boma, however, avoided comment on World Athletics regulations by saying that having stepped down from her favorite 400 meters in Tokyo doesn't really deter her. However, she has made the 200 meters her new favorite, and that she's doing her best, and in future she will take on the 100 meters race. Now, Boma and Maselingi will now headline the Diamond League race final on Thursday in Switzerland. They will then move on to compete in the Memorial Borisa Hansekova in Croatia on 14th September, and then 4 days later they will then compete at the Kip Kaini Classic in Kenya. Now, before we watch highlights, or rather just looking at the highlights of Friday night's race, Boma ran quite a remarkable race, coming from behind as usual to win gold. Now, right after this clip, we are going to just show you a clip of Indongo's fight as well, just a short clip of Indongo's fight, that is.
No. Missing. It's stopping the fight. Why?
Once more, on the winning side of things, the Brave Warriors of Namibia beat Togo 1-0 and now tops the Group H in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers with 4 points. The Brave Warriors drew their first match against Congo on Thursday. That was 1-1, and need to play convincingly in the last matches left if they want to qualify for the World Cup. They will play group favorite Senegal, who are right now on 3 points and are expected to play tomorrow. And of course, Namibia will face Congo home and away on the 6th of October and then again on the 10th of October. That is. Now, here's a clip of Namibia's second goal by Elmo Kambindu, as well as a post interview from Bobby Samaria, that is the head coach of the Brave Warriors, as well as the captain of the side, Peter Shalulile. Have a look at this.
So everybody clustered in a long line against the edge of the box before this tense free kick comes in. Hoto, header in, overhead kick, and it's in the back of the net. What a brilliant strike from Kambindu as he raises his arm aloft. What a spectacular goal. He screams in joy, and well he might, because that...
To be honest, that was a good team, but today it was all about the team who wanted the most, which is us. So we kept on fighting, and we got the 3 points. And they believe in the coach. If the coach believes in the players, it's possible for anything. And as for the future, only God knows where we'll end up. You know, football, it's a different thing. You know, you might see us in come World Cup. You never know how things will turn out.
Yahoo. Yeah. I think, of course, as a team, you need to believe in yourself, and self-belief starts with confidence. But we must make sure that we don't become arrogant. We respected the opponent, but we did not give them too much room to play. I think the goalkeepers of both teams did exceptionally well, because I think they are the difference in the results. We have created very good chances, which were denied. They equally created good chances that they could not convert. I think the result that we got is a fair and true reflection of the game.
Welcome back from that short break. Now, the second edition of the Namibia Annual Sports Expo will be launched on Wednesday at the Windhoek Gymnasium School Hall. The launch will start at 9 o'clock. The launch will be graced by the Minister of Sport, that is Agnes Shongarero, her deputy Emma Kandema Galmas, as well as the Deputy Vice President of Namibia, Nangolo Mbumba. The event will be live on the NMH social media pages. That, of course, is Namibian Sun, Republican, as well as AZ. And now, as I've said, the event will launch at 9 o'clock, and you can expect to catch it on Wednesday, starting from 9 o'clock on the social media pages of Namibian Sun, AZ, as well as Republican. Now, the expo was established with the objective to give those in the sports industry a platform to market and showcase their goods and services, and also to professionalize Namibian sports industry, the Namibian sports industry, that is. So do catch that launch live on Wednesday. Now, 4 Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka said after an upset third-round US Open loss on Friday that she will take an indefinite break from playing tennis. "I honestly don't know when I'm going to play my next tennis match," Osaka said in a news conference after she has lost to Canada's Leila Fernandez. Now, wiping away tears, she said, "I think I'm going to take a break from playing tennis for a while." We hope that she can get back to the court very soon. That, of course, is Osaka. Now, also in other news, 71-year-old Frenchman, who is now the Director of Development at FIFA, Arsene Wenger, called for a single annual period of international qualifiers in a global football calendar. The principle would be grouping of qualifiers every year, and at the end of the season, a major competition, World Cup or Continental Championship, said Wenger. Between the 2 qualifying windows, the player would also stay in his club all year round, he added. He also said that there must be less of a mix in the calendar between the periods of club football and periods of international football, and therefore fewer transcontinental trips for the players. Wenger said he would like to see a single international window, perhaps in October, with fewer qualifying matches. Now, with that international news, let's take a short break, and once we get back, we will be joined in studio by Rivaldo Kavanga to take us through today's Spotify content.
Tell me, baby, do you like the way I move? Come on, get your dance on.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Spotify. My name is Rivaldo Kavanga and I'm here to bring you exciting youthful and sports action that happened this past weekend. Firstly, the University of Namibia Sports Office on Saturday hosted the athletics meeting. The event was hosted in memory of the late Mr. Werner Jeffrey, who succumbed to COVID-19. The students were divided into groups. The following clubs took part in the athletics: UNAM SRC, UNAM Rugby and the UNAM Sports Office, Steenbokkies and UNAM Athletics. Up next, we will have a short interview with Evan Orlam, a student that partook in the competition.
Good afternoon, my name is Evan Franco Orlam, the Secretary for Finance for UNAM Main Campus, and today we are having the Sports Day for UNAM Main Campus together with other sports clubs that are actually registered under the Sports Office. Some of the activities that I took part in included 800 meters, high jump, long jump, shot put, and as well as the relays that will be taking place shortly as well.
How did you perform in this event that you took part in?
Very good question. Number one, sweet drinks that remained from one of the events that we have and have not been exercising. So that should already give you an indication of what you can expect. So the first event I took part in was 800 meters. I almost came last, but then I was like, bruh, carry yourself with dignity, and I managed to come second last for 800 meters. Then when I went for the high jump, my legs were numb. I got a low jump. I tried to jump 1.65 meters, almost over my head, low jump. I went to the short put. There I performed because I got some team spirit. Because we ended under UNAM SRCs and they were only around 6 people. So the team was small but the energy was there. So I performed really well in the short put as well as the long jump. And we hope to at least grab 1 medal from the relay now.
Okay. And why was the event held here today?
Okay, 2 very important reasons. Number one, in memory of Mr. Jeffrey, who is fondly known as the sports guru here at UNAM Main Campus and across UNAM campuses as well, for his love for sports ranging from athletics to rugby to soccer, hence the naming of sports guru for Mr. Jeffrey. That lost his life to COVID-19, may he rest in peace. And then secondly, also just of the restrictions being relaxed for, I think, the first time this year in terms of physical sports, we thought that now is the time to actually help students to get back fit and to have some fun. It's also very important to note that September is Suicide Awareness Month, and one of the things that really helps people keep their mental health is through sports activities. So it's those 2 main reasons. And then also thirdly, a fun day. The event was called UNAM Athletics Fun Day, but after the first 200 meters I saw it's not really fun because these guys came to break records, but I still had a lot of fun.
Well, what a great gesture there from the students, hosting a fun day or rather athletic sports day in memory of the late Mr. Jeffrey. Up next, we also had a youth tournament or youth league tournament this weekend that took place at the NFA Technical Center in Katutura. The under 13 offered quite the show as the boys stood up and showed great fierce determination to win the group. The FSW won the under 15 division and River Heights won the under 13 division. The player of the tournament for the under 13 division was Sydney Sinvula of Dama FC. And up there we can see the results of the youth tournament that took place at the under 13 youth tournament that took place at the NFA Technical Field. The player of the tournament for the under 15 division was Rubano Noasep of the River Heights FC. And up next, right there on the screen, we see the results of the under 15 tournament or the under 15 division rather that took place at the NFA Technical Field this weekend. Quite an amazing round of sports that took place this weekend, and we hope for more sporting events that come forward as we see our COVID-19 cases fast decreasing. We do hope to finally have football, youth football back on our own Namibian pitches and not in other countries. But thank you so much, Limba, for having me in studio.
Well, yeah, it's always a pleasure, Rivaldo, and thank you so much for that content coming through, which took place over the weekend. Now, today's beneficiary from BST BET is Emilia Petrus. Now, Emilia Petrus and her family recently lost their shack in a fire. BST BET is thinking of buying them corrugated iron to build a new home. Now, the sponsorship amounts to $2,000. Now, if you're wondering what PST BET is, they're one of our sponsors for the show. Now, every week they will be sponsoring a deserving individual in the community. Now, if you're watching a show and if you know someone who you think is in dire need of help, please inform them. Or if you're one of those people, write to csr@pstbet.com, outline the help that you think you might need. And also, when it comes to PST BET, they deal in betting, that is. Now, which means you can predict EPL scores and stand a chance to walk away with money. Now, how do you do that? Google them and you'll find all the information, and you just follow the instructions. Now, with that, we have come to the end of today's show. Please do catch us again on Thursday as we bring you just a highlight package of what you can expect over the weekend. And that's it from me here. Catch us again on Thursday. Bye.
Win and succeed with PST Bet.
So, where were we?
PST Bet. You play, we pay. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Yeah, same here. Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I don't even know it. Small town to pets and growing up in a vintage lifestyle. It's actually so... There's a lot about this that I can tell you, but actually like...
Can you please change the channel to football?
The lifestyle, the capital center.
Milner's corner, and the header was at the near post by Sadio Mane.
Oh wow! It went on and on.
Milner's corner, and the header was at the near post by Sadio Mane.
That's like...
And Bones! The effort is good.
Tremendous goal.
He's not shy of shooting. Oh, great! And you can see why. That is sensational.
Win big with Premier Sports Trading. Visit pstbet.com, create an account, place your bet and win. Get your game going and succeed with PST Bet.